Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Spoilers. Blaze warns Natalia away from Sonny. Will Natalia heed her daughter's warning? General Hospital. Spoilers tease that Natalia Ramirez, Eva Leroux, arrived in Port Charles suddenly. And the first thing she did criticize her daughter Blaze's, Jacqueline Grace Lopez, relationship with Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansay. It didn't seem as though she was against a same-sex relationship on its own, but she was worried about how Blaze's sexuality would impact her daughter's music career. A long talk with Christina's father, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, seemed to help ease some of the tension, although it hasn't kept Natalia from inserting herself into Blaze's career. General Hospital spoilers. Natalia Ramirez has enjoyed Sonny Corinthos' company. Meanwhile, Sonny and Natalia have been getting closer every day. Sonny even invited Natalia to Brooklyn Quartermain's Amanda Seton wedding to Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard. Natalia hasn't really seemed to notice Sonny has been erratic, mostly because she doesn't him any other way. As viewers know, Sonny's bipolar medication has been tampered with to the point that he is also receiving about a quarter of his prescribed dosage. And so far she's missed the worst of Sonny's behavior. Spoilers. Sonny Corinthos beat Dex Heller. After Natalia and Sonny went their separate ways at the wedding reception, Sonny cornered Dex Heller, even Hofer, in the lobby of the Metro Court. Things quickly escalated and Sonny began to punch Dex repeatedly. He might have killed Dex had Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, not intervened. That's when Christina showed up and witnessed her father threaten to kill both Dex and Jason. Christina ran off and summoned Blaze, who got Christina back to her room at the hotel. Blaze was understanding as Christina told her what her father had done. General Hospital spoilers. Blaze will warn her mother to stay away from Sonny Corinthos. Blaze won't want her mother around Sonny given his recent behavior. But even if she tells her mother what happened, how will Natalia react? After all, it wasn't all that long ago that Blaze made it clear that Natalia had no business getting involved with her personal life. Natalia might point out that she can make her own decisions just as well as Blaze can. But when she really thinks about the things Blaze says, she might realize that her daughter is right. At the moment, it might best for her to steer clear of Sonny. Spoilers. What do you think? Is Natalia really interested in Sonny? Does Natalia know about Sonny's MALF status? How will react to her own daughter's advice? Anything can happen in Port Charles, so stay tuned to General Hospital airing weekdays on ABC. And don't forget to check back right here regularly for all your General Hospital news, information, and spoilers. Blaze paced back and forth in her small, cluttered apartment, her mind racing with worry. Her daughter, Natalia, was growing more entangled with Sonny Corinthos, a man Blaze knew too well for comfort. The last time Blaze crossed paths with Sonny, it nearly cost her everything. She had to protect Natalia, even if it meant stepping back into the shadows she had tried so hard to escape. The door creaked open, and Natalia walked in, her face lit with a radiant smile that immediately put Blaze on edge. "Mom, you won't believe it. Sonny invited me to his new restaurant opening next week. Isn't that amazing?" Natalia's excitement was palpable, but it only deepened Blaze's anxiety. "Sweetheart, we need to talk," Blaze said, her voice steady but laden with concern. "Sit down for a minute, will you?" Natalia's smile faded as she sensed the seriousness in her mother's tone. She took a seat, looking at Blaze expectantly. "What's wrong, Mom?" Blaze took a deep breath, choosing her words carefully. "Natalia, I know you're excited about Sonny, but there are things you need to know about him. Things that make me very worried about your safety." Natalia frowned, her eyebrows knitting together. What are you talking about? Sonny has been nothing but kind and generous to me. Blaze sighed, feeling the weight of her past pressing down on her. Sonny has a dangerous side, Natalia. He's involved in things that could put you in harm's way. I've seen it firsthand. People close to him get hurt. Natalia shook her head, disbelief evident in her eyes. I don't believe you. Sonny is different with me. He's a good man. Blaze leaned forward, her voice urgent. I'm not saying he's a bad person, but his world is dangerous. I don't want you getting caught up in it. I've been there, Natalia. I know what it's like. Tears welled up in Natalia's eyes as she struggled with her emotions. Why didn't you tell me any of this before? Why now? Because I didn't want to burden you with my past, Blaze admitted, her own eyes misting. But I can't stay silent anymore. You mean everything to me, and I can't let you get hurt. Natalia stood up abruptly, her chair scraping against the floor. I need some air, she muttered, grabbing her coat and heading for the door. Natalia, please, Blaze called after her, but it was too late. The door slammed shut, leaving Blaze alone with her fears. Outside, Natalia walked briskly down the street, her mind a whirlwind of thoughts and emotions. She didn't want to believe her mother, but a nagging doubt had been planted in her mind. She needed to talk to Sonny, to hear his side of the story. When Natalia arrived at Sonny's penthouse, he greeted her with his usual warm smile. Hey, Natalia. Everything okay? Natalia hesitated, then blurted out, My mom told me some things about you. She's worried about me getting hurt because of your business. Sonny's smile faded, replaced by a serious expression. He guided her to the couch and sat down beside her. I see. What exactly did she tell you? She said your world is dangerous and that people close to you get hurt, Natalia said, her voice trembling. Sonny nodded slowly, his eyes thoughtful. Your mom isn't wrong. My world can be dangerous. But I want you to know that I would never let anything happen to you. I care about you, Natalia. But can you really protect me? Natalia asked, her voice small. Or am I just fooling myself thinking I can be a part of your life without getting hurt? Sonny reached out, taking her hand in his. I won't lie to you, Natalia. There are risks, but I'm doing everything I can to make my world safer for you and for everyone I care about. Natalia looked into Sonny's eyes, searching for the truth. She saw sincerity, but also a hint of the danger her mother had warned her about. She pulled her hand away, standing up. I need to think about this, she said quietly. Sonny nodded, his expression one of understanding and sadness. Take all the time you need. I'll be here when you're ready. Natalia left the penthouse, her mind in turmoil. She loved Sonny, but her mother's warning echoed in her head. She couldn't ignore it. As she walked aimlessly through the streets of Port Charles, she realized she had a difficult decision to make. Over the next few days, Natalia avoided both Sonny and her mother, needing space to think. She spent hours walking along the waterfront, sitting in quiet caves and reflecting on her life and the choices before her. She replayed her mother's words, Sonny's reassurances, and her own feelings over and over in her mind. One evening, as the sun set over the harbor, Natalia found herself back at her mother's apartment. She took a deep breath and knocked on the door. Blaze opened it, relief and concern etched on her face.